Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class, we'll try to understand while loop in C, which is also called as an iterative statements. In our previous classes, we have clearly understood about selection statements. We have covered nearly 4 to 5 classes for selection statements. So the selection statements like if else, else if, nested if, and switch statement has already been covered in our previous videos, which is one of the feature of the C programming language. Selection statements is one of the feature of the C programming language. Similarly, iterative statements is also another kind of feature which is available in C programming language. Not only in C, in any programming language these features are available. What is meant by an iterative statements? What is the job of these iterative statements? The job of the iterative statements, or it is also called as loops, is to repeatedly execute some other statements or loop body. If we want to do a job again and again and again and again, so for that job to be for those repetitive statements, so for those statements to be executed repetitively, C is having a feature called iterative statements. So there are 3 different types of iterative statements that are available in C. It is while loop, do while loop, and for loop. So these are the 3 different types of iterative statements. All these 3 are going to do the same job. It is repeatedly doing the job again and again and again, but the way in which they are presented is different. So we will try to understand all these different types of loops that are available. In this class we'll try to understand about while loop. So what is this while loop? It is also an iterative statement. And what is the syntax for while loop? So this is the syntax for while loop. The while is the keyword, or the keyword while is the keyword which is provided with the open parenthesis and closing parenthesis. Immediately after the while loop we have to give open and closed parenthesis, and within that open and closed parenthesis, so within that within those parentheses we have to provide controlling expression. So what is this controlling expression? That is the expression which is going to decide whether to repeat the loop or not, whether to execute the statements again or not. That is decided by this controlling expression. So this expression is going to decide whether to repeat the job again or not. Okay, so now this is after the while and parenthesis we have to give curly braces, open and closed curly braces. See here, open and closed curly braces. So these are the statements that are to be executed repeatedly. If you want to execute these statements repeatedly, so if we put these statements within the loop body, so these open and curly braces are going to decide the body of the loop, start and end of the statements within the loop. If these statements, example statement 1, statement 2, statement 3, if these statements are to be repeated again and again, you are willing to repeat those statements again and again, that job is done by this while loop, and how many times it has to be repeated is decided by this controlling expression. In the process of execution, this controlling expression is going to decide whether to repeat the loop again or not. Okay, so these are the statements that need to be executed. So this is the syntax of a while loop. So while is the keyword and parenthesis, and after that loop body. For loop body we have to give open and close curly braces. Let's try to understand the understand the concept of while loop by using an example. So how the job will get repeated by using the while loop, that we will try to understand. So this is a programming example. In this programming example, what we are doing is we are trying to print the numbers, integers from 1 to n. So that n is given by the end user. So based upon that, if he wants to print the numbers from 1 to 100, so that n value is what we call it as the maximum value. So all the numbers from 1 to 100 has to be printed. So that is what we call it as a repetitive job. So if this while statement is not there, how it can be done is we have to print the statements. We have to use the printf statements for 100 times, but with only one single printf statement, this while loop is going to execute. This while loop is getting executed for 100 times, and after and each and every time it is going to print the integer starting from 1, next to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In that way, this loop will get iterated for 100 times, as the n value is given by the end user as 100. So it is going to repeat for 100 times, and each time it is going to print the value of I, value of integer. So let's try to understand line by line. Here we are assigning two variables. They are I and n. They are integer types. I is the so we'll see that I is equal to 1. Initially the value of I is equal to 1, because we are printing the values of integers from 1, and there from 1 to which number we have to print, that is decided by the user. So here printf statement enter number of integers to be printed. So we are giving the user an interface, so telling the user that how many integers are to be printed. So that is given by the user, and it is scanned in the value of n. So this is where the while loop comes into action. So here while, and after that parenthesis, and this is what we call it as control statement, controlling expression. So what this controlling expression is going to do? So this controlling expression is I less than or equal to n. What it means is I less than or equal to n. So initially the value of I is equal to 1. So we want we want to print the values from, for example, if the user has given this value of n as 10, which means that he wants to print first 10 integers from 1 to 10 he wants to print. So this loop has to iterate for 10 times. In order to print the integers one after the other, it has to iterate for 10 times. So that condition is provided here. I less than or equal to n. Initially the value of I is 1 and the value of 10 is n is 10. So first I is given 1, is given as 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 10? Yes, it is less than. So if it is true, if the controlling expression happens to be true, if it generates an output of other than 0, if this controlling expression is producing an output other than 0, it means it is true. Okay, so here it is true means I is 1 is less than or equal to 10. It is true, so it is producing an output of 1. So which means this loop body has to be executed. So what is the body of the loop? It is going to print %di. What is the value of I? It is 1. So it will print the value as I, and here we are using an escape sequence of tab space. A tab space will be provided. Next the value of I will get incremented. This is what we call it as increment statement. So within the body of the while loop we have to give the increment statement so that the controlling expression will work accordingly. So that is the use of this increment statement. Here the value of I will get incremented. It is required for most of the cases. In most of the cases we have to use this increment statement also. So this incrementation, now the value of I is equal to 2. Now again we are going to compare 2 less than or equal to 10. Is it true? Yes, it is true. So again printf the value of I will get printed. So here the value of I is 2, so that 2 will get printed again. So after completion of the loops body, so what happens in the what we call it as compiler is, after the execution of loops body, we are going to check for this control statement. So this control statements, whenever this control statement happens to be false, so whenever this control statement is false, then only we are going to come out of this loop and the next line of code will get executed. So unless this condition becomes false, we are not going to come out of this loop. So whenever this condition becomes false, then only we will come out of this loop and the next lines of code will get executed. So first this one has been executed and the I has been incremented. Again we are going to check the control function or the control expression. This control expression again it will be checked with I's value as 2. I less than or 2 less than or equal to 10. Okay, so is 2 less than or equal to 10? Yes, 2 is less than or equal to 10. If it is true, what we have to do? Print the job again, do the job again. The do the job again means 2 will get printed with tab space. Again, i's value will get incremented. 3 less than or equal to 10. Is it true? Yes, it is true. It is true means again repeat it, again repeat it. So till when it has to repeat? So one of the statements, so in the process one of the statement is going to be 10 less than or equal to 10. So is it true? Yes, it is true, because it is equal to 10 is equal to 10. Okay, so again what happens, this printf will get, so similarly all the values will get printed, and here the 10 will also get printed, and the value of I will get incremented. So now check now. So now the value of I is equal to 11. 11 less than or equal to 10. Again this control statement. Again this control statement will get executed. Is 11 less than or equal to 10? No. Now it is going to be false. So far for 10 times this value, this expression has been generating the value, true value, but now in the 11th execution that value is becoming false. Okay, so as and when this become false means it is going to generate an output of 1. As we have discussed that the relational expressions are going to generate either 1 or 0. So it is going to generate an output of 0, which means this expression is false. So we have to come out of this loop, and this line of code has to be executed. So whatever may be the line, that line will get executed after the loop. Okay, so this is how the loops will work. And in this class, so we have covered the while loop. In the next coming classes we are going to cover do while loop and also for loop. Hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding this concept, please post your doubt in the comment section below. If you feel that this video is helpful to you, please give us a like symbol, and please share this video with your friends so that they will also get benefited. Thanks for watching.